Hello, hello, and welcome to Lighthouse Tarot, where we embrace the light within ourselves and within others. I'm your host, of course, WillowInnovation, coming back at you with a new video. So if you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. Come join the fam if you would like. You might like it here. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful journey and all of your support. It really means the world to me. But without further ado, let's get into it today. Today I'm doing a video on Mercury in Aquarius. What does it mean when your Mercury is in Aquarius? So I have this placement myself, and let's talk about it. So Mercury is the planet of communication. It represents how you think, it represents how you talk, it represents how you go through ideas, your communication style. It also represents writing and what have you, and ideas. Now, what is Aquarius? Aquarius is ruled by two planets, Uranus and Saturn. Uranus is the planet of rebellion, innovation, futuristic thinking, epiphanies, and electricity. And Saturn is the grandfather of all the planets, which represents discipline, longevity, your drive, routine, and just putting in the hard work. So some celebrities or inventors really that have this placement are Martin Luther King and Steve Jobs. So with Martin Luther King, he represents social justice. He changed everything. I have a dream, against discrimination. He created such a giant change in our world that it was never the same after he got up there and changed everything about, racial discrimination. So that is an example of someone with Aquarius Mercury being a creative genius, being innovative, being futuristic, seeing what no longer works in our world, what's outdated, and pushing towards the future, saying, this was acceptable back in the day, but it's no longer working in our world now, and we need a change. He was a great humanitarian. And Steve Jobs, he created the iPhone. He noticed that technology isn't working no longer. We need to do something better. There's a more efficient way of communicating, and he created something beautiful. So if you have Aquarius and Mercury, good for you. You're lucky because Aquarius and Mercury is exalted here. When something is exalted in astrology, it means that that placement flows easily. It means that placement likes it. Mercury likes to be in Aquarius. So if your Mercury is in Aquarius, you are very futuristic. You are very innovative. You know how to take your emotions out of your logic. You know how to approach things from a logical left brain type of way and communicate your ideas in a good way. Aquarius and Mercury are very non-judgmental. They are very tolerant. They don't like things where there's prejudice, or they're very much against people that are infringing on your human rights, that are infringing on your freedom. But they are very non-judgmental in the way that they will listen to you, and they will listen to your point, and they will really listen and see what you have to say. But if you have Aquarius and Mercury, you can do anything in this world. You have great ideas. You have these epiphanies because you're blessed by Uranus, and you're going to have these great ideas come into your mind like lightning bolts. And Aquarius and Mercury is really good at putting those ideas into the physical world because of that Saturn influence. Whatever their interest is, may that be human rights, may that be helping the homeless, helping people with mental illness, helping people in the prison system, helping others in general, creating an invention that's going to make things easier, creating their own small business, doing astrology readings, for example, doing tarot readings, for example, and implementing that in their life is going to become very easy for an Aquarius and Mercury, because they're going to take all those ideas, they're going to write down those ideas, and then they're going to put them in little small achievable goals through the day, and then accomplish those goals because they have that Saturn drive. They have that push of Saturn that's like, come on, keep going, be disciplined with this, keep creating videos, make it better thumbnail, make better content. And Aquarius and Mercury is very, I wouldn't say they're like as selfless as a Pisces, but they are very much so the pioneer. You know, they're very much ahead of their time, Aquarius and Mercury. So don't feel kind of left out whenever you're wondering, like, why didn't anyone like my video? Well, it could be just ahead of its time. And sometimes people, they can't accept things that are so far ahead of their time that it doesn't make sense to them yet. But looking back on it a couple years later, they will realize, oh wow, they made a really good point, or this is a better way of doing things. So if you have Aquarius and Mercury, do that crazy idea, you know, create your own business, be an advocate, be a volunteer, do whatever crazy little idea that comes into your mind and make that your reality. And you can do it. You can do anything in life as an Aquarius and Mercury. It is exalted here. You're a good communicator. You're good at taking your feelings out of your logic and focusing on how to get from point A to point B. So that was my video on Aquarius and Mercury. Drop an Aquarius symbol if you're an Aquarius Mercury. And as always, I'm open for birth chart readings and tarot readings. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.